It is Tuesday morning. Just got here to the pickle field. My hair's kind of crazy. The guys, Eric, Francisco, and Marcus, just started out at the beginning of the pickles. They're gonna work on getting those and cucumbers done, and then they're gonna move right over here and get the zucchini, which there's green zucchini, there's yellow zucchini, and there's Lebanese squash, or also known as Gouda. It's pretty chilly this morning. I would say it's around like 58, 60 degrees, something like that. But it's beautiful, as you can see, with the nice sky. The pickles, and really the cucumbers, zucchini, red beets, all that kind of stuff doesn't produce a lot when it gets to be this cold, but they will do a little bit better as the day gets warmer. You can see there's a lot of nice little pickles on, and there is some nice bigger ones down in there, if you can see them, which is good. Hopefully they get around 5 to 10 baskets, but we'll see what happens. Zucchini, we've been getting a lot every single time we've been picking. Right there's a nice one. I'm thinking they're gonna get around 10 to 15 boxes, but that's just my guess. You can see there's another beauty. That's like perfect size. That's exactly what we want. Don't see any on that one. Well, I guess, oh, there's a nice one there. I will not be here with the guys for doing this job. I gotta head down to the farm and get loaded up for mom for the farm market, because today is, like I said, Tuesday. She opens back up again for the week and needs a lot of produce. So in the cooler, this here and over there is what I got picked yesterday by myself. This pallet here is what Dad brought back from market, which isn't that much considering we take 4 to 5 pallets just like that, and a couple baskets. And so what I'm doing now is getting just assortment of peppers, like green bell, Italianelle, red bell. I just took out an orange bell and Cubanelle of peppers. Here in these boxes is jalapenos. Over there we have long hots. And then this is all picked 2 days ago. Green bell, red bell, Italianelle, eggplant. This will go first on Wednesday in Scranton, and then whatever we need extra, we'll pull from what I picked yesterday. Obviously, as you can see, we still have a good assortment of all sorts of veggies, but we've only got like 2 weeks left before frost starts to hit, and then stuff is gonna really decrease very rapidly. Here's the high-tailed tomatoes I picked yesterday. Like I said, not the fanciest, but I'm just cleaning anything out of there that I can. These will not get harmed by the frost though, too bad, just because obviously they're in a high tunnel. As I was loading, Dad just got back up here with a load for the farm market as well, which is a variety of cauliflower, kale, cabbage, and broccoli. He's over washing his boots off. I also had to come down here to the barn to grab some garlic. You can see all of our onions in here. Some of those whites are starting to sprout just a little bit, but that usually doesn't happen. All back through here, and then we have another wagon load. I'll show you maybe later, that we have stored in another location, and then that'll be all of our onions. Here is the garlic that the guys have been working on. Every single day it rains, or when we don't have anything for him to do, this is what we have him come in here and work on. All of those carts that you see right there were filled with garlic. If I can remember, I'll try and pull a clip out of my old videos and show you that. I mean, I don't know how many bulbs are in these baskets, but it's a ton. And then over here on the other side is also filled with garlic. Now they have been working on getting rid of some of this as well, but still there's a lot. This table right here was filled. That table was filled. Those two were filled. This one was filled, and this one was filled. But as you can still see, there's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more tables of garlic to go. Now we do need quite a bit of this for the field for replanting purposes, but we still have a lot to sell, as you see. And it's beautiful. Most of it. Some obviously small, but that is a huge bulb. Nice and dry. That shell peels right off. This is like the perfect storing location. Gets air through like all the holes in the boards, but yet obviously it's not damp. If we need to, we turn the fan on just to get some air circulating. Okay, so I'm just heading out now to the farm market. I got it loaded, I got the truck loaded. In the back there, you can kind of see what I got going on. One new thing I have today, which I haven't had in a while, is honey. My mom bottled yesterday. We have 1 pound jars, 2 pound jars, 5 pound jars. And then there's like another little square mini jar, which I'll show you as soon as I get out here. And then I also have a passenger with me today, Daisy. She loves going on rides. Looks at all the birds and the cats, humans, whatever's out there. She's keeping an eye on it. The day's already starting out crazy. Took that load out to the farm market. Wanted to record, you know, everything going on. There was a guy waiting there for sweet corn, which I couldn't fit on this load. And so then I brought him back to the field, took him right into the field and got him sweet corn. I think he actually really liked it because he got to see the farm. Now the guys called me, they're done with pickles, zooks, and cukes. So I'm just got here to the field. We're gonna pick these up. And then I'm gonna head back out to the cornfield, pick corn for mom, which is gonna be like a couple hundred ears. And then I'll go back out to the farm market, drop them off, and then I'll come back and start my day. I don't know how many baskets they got. I don't know if all these boxes are full. They look or appear to be anyway. These here in the beginning are Lebanese squash. And then out here is zucchini. It doesn't look like they got a ton, but I guess when I talk to them, I'll find out. There's one basket of pickles. Here's another one. With these cooler nights, I mean, they're just not ripening real fast, but they look like they're a good size. They're not overgrown or nothing like that. Daisy can't contain herself. She hasn't seen them in a couple days. So the guys actually ended up getting a lot of pickles and cucumbers for this time of the year. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 cucumbers and 2, 4, 5, 6.5 pickles. And they're all like perfect. And then they only this time got 5 boxes of zucchini, which is crazy, but it doesn't matter because we have quite a bit yet in the cooler to sell. After getting everything washed and packed and put in the cooler, I hooked up the mower and came out to the field. I wanted to get some roads mowed. Some of the weeds here between the corn was getting pretty high, and I wanted to get these mowed short. That way we're not hitting with our Kubota. And then if you've seen our previous video, I'm gonna head down to the potato field and get all them mowed off. That way it should make it a lot easier for digging. I've now changed tractors, as you can obviously see. I've got a lot bigger mower on. And just like before, trimming rows, just again, bigger rows. So I'm gonna do this till a little bit after dark because this tractor has decent lights, and then call it a day. You can see how cool the sky looks with that like pinkish red and the dark clouds. The main thing I'm really happy about is I finally got the potatoes done. That makes me happy. Now we can dig whenever we want, as many as we want, and we really shouldn't have much of a problem. And I just checked my channel. I have just passed 50,000 subscribers. So I wanted to give a huge shout out to you guys for supporting me and following me just every day here, and my family along on the farm. We really appreciate it. Next step's 100,000. That's gonna be insane when we hit that, and hopefully it's not going to be too long. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments about going live. I don't know if it'll be my whole family, it just might be me and Sammy, but you know, leave a comment down below and say yes or no or whatever you think. So it's just after 8 o'clock. I just finished up, got the tractor in the shed, and ready to go for another day. Not sure if this is what I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video or make it a continuation until tomorrow, but I'll see you guys in the morning. It's the next morning. Dad just left for the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market. I am here on the farm with the guys, and I just sent them out to go work on eggplant. Gonna have them get 8 baskets, half-bushel baskets. And I'm gonna now head down into the potato field because finally, as you just seen, either in this video or the previous one, I got all of them mowed off, and Dad got the top sprayed and dead, so they should be pretty easy digging, hopefully. And so I'm gonna head down. I'm gonna start digging a lot because we got our first frost this morning, and hopefully, well, not hopefully, but if it's down there when I go down, I'll show you. And also, we want to get them in the storage now just because, like I said, it's getting cold and we want to get them out before they start to freeze. Hello? Beautiful morning. This is one of the fields I got mowed yesterday. And there's the guys in the eggplant. So I went from here all the way out to where the tractor is. And I'm gonna keep going, but the guys are coming down over the hill now. And I wanna talk to them, just to let them know that these are gonna be going into our storage. This is some of the last EVAs of the season. And we wanna make sure like all these little stems get picked off. They're very fussy on bad ones because these could be in there till December or even January, and we don't want them rotting in the bins. So just gonna give them a little bit of an overview and then keep rolling. You can see how nice these are now that they're mowed off. It's actually hard to even tell where the rows are. There's 2 rows here, which I'm working on. There's 2 rows here. There's 2 more rows down there. And then there's, I think, 4 or 6 rows up there. These here and here are all white, and then those up there are red. One row of whites are done. They're all going to be for the storage. And then now I'm digging reds for just to sell across the table. I just finished up a half a row of red. The guys are finishing up a full row of white. I don't really know what the difference was, but the reds dug so much better than the whites. Obviously, it's a little bit different part of the field, but I mean, you're talking like a 10, 15 yard difference, 45 feet. And so I didn't have to stop at all with the reds. Just went straight on through, dug, no, I wouldn't say like butter, but it dug pretty easy. The whites, I had to stop at least 6 or 7 times. It got bound up with rocks. Had to stop, clean them out, then go again, stop, clean them out, go again. But either way, the potatoes are both beautiful and they're gonna be great for storing. Back there at the woods, up until about where Eric is in the light green shirt, or yellow, whatever you wanna call it, it digs really nice. There's not many rocks. But up here on the hill, it's horrible. I mean, you can just see how many rocks are here. But I still think that down here, it was even worse. I mean, you can kind of see them. A lot of potatoes here, which is good. It's pretty dry again. We need some rain. You can just see here, like, after I dug, there's almost no moisture in the ground. Makes it a little bit better too, digging when there is a little more. These potatoes here are tiny, but they're beautiful. I guess we'll take what we can get. This right here is Norwis, which is a yellow potato, and it's an uglier shaped potato, but it's still nice. These here are Eva, which is a white potato. And then I think we only have like 1 full row left of Eva, which is a half a row here, down there, and then a half a row right here, which starts out there, obviously. It is freezing today. That's why my hood's up constantly. I think it's not even supposed to get out of the 50s today, which is kind of crazy. And it's only gonna be like for today, and that's gonna go back up to like mid 60s, low 70s for the rest of the week, which will be kind of nice again because this is a little bit too cold for me. The reds yielded really nice. And I didn't skin them up bad at all. I see little to none, which is good. It's gonna be a ton of reds here. It goes from here all the way to the end where the cabbage starts. It must have laid drier out there because even the whites here are yielding a lot better. All right, so mom just came down. I got the wagon hooked up, 2 bins on it. Now we're gonna head down and start loading up. Hold on. I think I'm gonna, instead of throwing them out, maybe I'll make a basket in a second, do you think? Sit it right there, that way. Okay. I'll bend down so far and move away. Just like that, all the potatoes are picked up, either on the truck, the Kubota, in bins, or here on the wagon. I don't even know how many baskets we got in each bin. I guess I could count the empties and see, but it's quite a few. And then there's also some we couldn't fit. Now these are gonna go in our storage and take us into winter until whenever we run out. Potatoes are now finally complete for the day. We are now in the storage with our red and our white. This is where they'll stay now. As you can see, there is no windows in here. And then when we close this garage door, it is completely dark and it stays cool in here. So this is where they'll store for the winter, and it's just a great spot and all. Hopefully we can get enough to bring it back to the door. Definitely won't have as many as normal. Like I said before, in other years, we've had them 3 bins high, almost back to like right in this area here. We've had like, I don't know, 16 to 20 bins in here, which is just crazy. This year, I want to say if we have 8, that'll be a lot.